we have designed websites for the humans, optimizing for the UI and the UX. Layout, typography, responsiveness, everything was built for the visual clarity and the user experience. But today, we have a new class of users, the AI agents. And for them, the presentation layer is of no use. It's actually an overhead. The CSS, the HTML, all those things. So now, the real question becomes, how do we design the websites that serves both the humans and the AI agents at the same time? Let me show you how we can do it. So here I'm having two websites. One is the traditional one and the other one is the website which is tuned for the AI agents. Both the websites are the dummy websites showing a coffee shop. So now if we look at the source code for this, so you would see that this is again by the name traditional, that it is having the whole CSS and HTML contents, and in that embedded is the real product grid, the information about the coffee mugs and the coffee makers. So you can see here, this is for the first product, this is for the second product, and the AI agent, when it is passing this information to the LLM, has to actually pass through all this information to make sense of it. And then moving on to the website which is tuned for the AI agents. Same thing visually for the humans, whether you're looking at the traditional one or looking at the AI agent one, it looks same. But now let's see the difference on the page source. So now if you see here, apart from the grid that we saw, this one, the main grid that we saw earlier, it has a separate section which is the JSON LD format using the schema.org, and here it is much more tuned for the AI agents in terms of the structure. This is for the product 1, this is for the product 2, and it is the JSON format. And when parsing the information, a given AI agent can just look into the snippets rather than going through the whole CSS, HTML information and trying to figure out the information. Now, in order to showcase, this is what I did. So I created two N8N projects. One is where we are using the traditional website accessed by an AI agent. So we will gather the information. Now because it is not AI tuned and traditional one, so the code will fetch all the information, meaning the whole page source, and then shove it to the AI agent. Here I'm using the Gemini in order to get the information. The question that we are asking right now is that what is the cost of the classic coffee maker, which is $99. Now going back here, when I start the execution, it will go through the whole process, AI agent, and now it will say that the classic coffee maker is priced at $99, which is the correct information. And for this, it is using 5535 tokens. Now the same thing let's do for the website which is tuned for the AI agents, which is having the JSON LD information. In this case, we will go through fetch the information, and then the code is specifically taking the JSON LD parts out and passing that information only to the AI agent. Now let's run it. And now in this case, again the information is same, $99 for the classic coffee maker, but in this case the tokens uses 1971. So this is the difference that you would see when we are using the traditional website versus the AI tuned website in order to get the information for the AI agent. Now the conclusion is that we have spent decades optimizing the web for how it looks like today, and that is for the humans. Now we may need to optimize it for the machines in order for them to understand it easier. This isn't about scraping versus structure. It is about acknowledging that the web now has a new user, which is the AI agent, and we need to have the architecture which serves both rather than one.